over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth.
First NBA game. Okay. I belong. Do my best to represent Harlem.
The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Joined in the booth with a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from G.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Grant and it's Sampson in the shooting guard position. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude. And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
And Cannon gets it to go. Boston leading by 3. Smart dishes to G. Looks a big high race and goes in. G scores his first basket here in the NBA. The beginning to hopefully a long and prosperous career. Here's Noel. And Lee pulls it down.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Out left to the wing. Passes it to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. Freak with it. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the way.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Cannon, the pass to Grant. Lets it go from deep. No good on the buzzer beat. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about Celtics. Here's Sampson. 1:32 left in the second quarter. G in at point guard. Olynyk is out there with David Lee. Then there's Smart, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Embiid kicks to Sampson. And that one's good. Sampson's got 5 points so far.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of size, speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
No one covered. G's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics. Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics, and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot Greg 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia ball. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Cannon. He's got 5. Screen by Grant. Floats one up. That'll do it for the first half. Completely new group now. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Then there's Grant. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Sampson in at the 2. The Celtics shooting 43% from the field.
Yeah, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity.
He's checked in for the Celtics. Philadelphia also making some changes. Okafor's checked in, and Carl Landry has subbed in for Jakar Sampson.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Thomas. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
G is in at the point. Evan Turner is out there with David Lee. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Smart in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Thompson with the bucket. Ball stolen. Covington's shot is off. Here's G. No good. And so it's Boston easily. The 2K Sports post-game show.
He's got a craftiness to his game and a work.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest. Pretty excited. Mama, Pops, Cece. Yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Celtics, still early in the season. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense. You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's G. Some solid defense from Robinson.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Rebounded by the Celtics. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's G. Good, and Smart gets the assist. G's got 5.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And the foul called on 3. That's his first foul.
That's his
Substitution here for... Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bargnani. Young comes in for Thomas Robinson. Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Larkin. On the court for the Celtics, Turner the small forward with Sullinger at the 4. Thomas is out there with G. And it's Zeller in at the center position. 6 to shoot. G and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That's on Brooke Lopez.
first personal foul.
You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19 and 22.
To the left wing, and Bogdanovich kicks to Lopez. They double him with Freak. Johnson against Turner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, guys, that 19 and 22 record here in Brooklyn certainly is staying for the Nets. I mean, they were the only team to make the playoffs in the NBA last year with a losing record at home.
And with the Nets' struggles at home last season, they were simply outshot in this building. Also, they were the second worst in rebound differential at home, meaning they got killed on the glass here.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from G.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Lopez kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Jack. And stolen by Thomas. And they're running. Here's G. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And here we go. Fast break. Greek's got it. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, they now take the lead.
Match up.
G's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. And the net shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Passes to Bogdanovich. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Bogdanovich has got 9. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
G, no good. And the net shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Nets leading by 5. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight. Matter of fact,
and we've reached halftime in this one.
Thanks, Kevin.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is
the 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment.
He deserves a ton of credit on how many areas of the game he impacted tonight. His defense was superb. Offensively, he was ready to shoot the basketball. However you...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. Have a wonderful evening.
season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Looking at Boston, they took a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Mo Williams subbed in for J.R. Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Williams is out there with Irving, and it's Varejão in at the center, locking down the middle.
Iman Shumpert.
Johnson the screen. In the corner, Smart with it. Just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Cavaliers ball.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out. But for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
The drive by LeBron. Here's Williams. The shot is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Johnson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster.
LeBron is doubled. Williams with a clean look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Williams has got his first points of the night. Here's Lee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Here's Varejão. 1 up, 1 down. Shot this game.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on defense.
And a wide open look.